Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Principal Cooney.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you dancers. I know you are now 14 hours into your 30-hour dance marathon. With each move, you're getting closer and closer to the finish line, and you're just about halfway there with 16 hours. And while 16 hours still seems a long way to go, it's nothing compared to the work that you've already put into making Dance Marathon a success. So congratulations to everything you've done this year. This work begins way before today. As a community, you've come together to identify organizations in need of growth and support that will benefit through Dance Marathon and your partnership. This continues as you work together to build awareness, plan for the weekend, and raise funds. As a community in Evanston, we cannot thank you enough for your support. I am a proud Northwestern alum. 20 years ago, I was in your shoes as a member of the Dance Marathon Executive Committee. We were blown away at the time by the amount we raised for Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I think was maybe $300,000. The impact of Northwestern's Dance Marathon has grown tremendously, and the impact that you have on the lives of children within this community is profound. I came to Northwestern from Philadelphia. Any Philadelphia? All right. And as a freshman at Willard, I became very close friends with my freshman year roommate, Allie. I had no plan to stay in Evanston. However, during our time here, Allie and I both got to know the Evanston community and began to invest our time and our commitment to the success of every child in this community. We both worked at a local youth service agency, and we both ended up being lunch recess supervisors at Nichols Middle School. Regardless of the career path you choose, I encourage you to always consider the community around you and the impact that you can have. Allie and I both left Evanston. I went to Uganda and did Peace Corps for 2 years, and she went to Compton with Teach for America. Yet we both found our way back to Evanston because of the deep roots that we had formed within the community. Allie and I, my freshman year roommate, are still close friends. We both still work, and both now work in District 65. I'm an interim principal at Lincoln School in Evanston, and she's a social worker in the district. At Lincoln, we are kindergarten through 5th grade school with 530 students. We have about 4 classes per grade and 2 classes for our communication disorders classrooms. We have English as a second language program with students representing 40 countries. We are a highly diverse school. Each student is unique with so many wonderful gifts, and we also have a number of students with immense challenges. These challenges come in many forms. Whether you know it or not, your participation here is making a difference and helping families within the community during some of their most challenging times. In District 65, 43% of our students come from low-income households. Food sustenance through a weekend is thankfully not a need for many families. However, for some, this need is real, and this need can impact their health, achievement, and social connectedness. Thankfully, Dance Marathon helps to support the Blessings in a Backpack program, a program that makes a significant impact on these families. This school year, Blessings has provided much-needed food for 75 of our 530 children at Lincoln, to ensure that they do not go hungry over the weekend. At Lincoln, because we do have 530 students and only 75 students do receive food, we wanted to make sure that we planned very carefully to make sure that when we were distributing food, it was in a way that was respectful of the differences within the school and really honored the privacy of students, but also the experience and the need that they had. So each week, with the support of our school social worker and our psychologist, 75 bags are placed directly into students' backpacks in their lockers. In the beginning of the year, students would open their bags in amazement, wondering how this happened while they went about their day. Now it is a part of their routine, as food sustenance should be. And we know that sometimes it takes a community in order to make that happen. That said, we have a 4th grader, who to us is a big kid, who every week opens her backpack, goes into her classroom, and squeals to her teacher, "Miss Masood, they did it again." Why this is important. In schools, we work very hard to support our children, fostering their social development, emotional well-being, and physical health. We take our responsibility very seriously to do all of these things and to teach them in an interactive, creative, and challenging manner. To be a learner in this environment when hungry is quite difficult. District 65 is extremely fortunate to have partners throughout the community who work alongside our staff to make a difference in kids' lives, to have students like you who are making a difference. Having Northwestern University in our backyard opens so many doors and provides wonderful opportunities for our students and our families, and for this we are grateful. The work of Blessings in a Backpack identifies and helps to meet a basic need within our community. The work that you have done in packing and delivering bags filled with nutritious food, raising funds, when it's raining, when it's windy, out on the street corners, canning, talking to families, really building up what this is and why it's important is no small endeavor. The work that you've done in interacting with our students when they've come to events at Northwestern makes a difference. It can be difficult to carve out how you, as you move forward, for those of you who are seniors and those of you who are about to be, it is difficult sometimes to watch the news and think about how am I going to impact the world with everything that goes on. But know that today and this year, you have truly done this through your work here and your work throughout the year. Thank you for your efforts in service to the children in service of the children in Evanston and the Chicagoland. So 20 years ago, when I was about to graduate, a friend's parent asked me why I was at Northwestern if I only wanted to be a teacher. I was shocked by my reaction as I turned to him and said, and I was at a wedding, and it was the father of the groom, and I turned to him and I said, someday I think I'm going to care more about my child's 2nd grade teacher than I am about my accountant. I don't have an accountant, no offense to those of you who are going to get their CPA. I'm married to someone who has his. But I knew that what I was doing really mattered. And regardless of what you're going into, know that through work in a school or work in an organization or connection with someone in your community and noticing that there are needs and finding ways to impact those needs, you are going to have a tremendous impact. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Get your energy up. You can make it through the next stretch, and congratulations.